ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea?
Hey, what's wrong?
Maddie sent me some messages.
What type of messages?
Don't worry about it.
Bye.
And you can't see, I'll be the light.
How are you today, Ellie?
Okay.
All right. So, I understand that you have been having some issues with another student.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Yeah. Drea and Andreas have been sending me mean messages.
Oh yeah, such as?
Like, you're ugly and you're stupid.
And how have you gotten these messages?
Just over text.
Just over text?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what needs to happen. I will definitely be addressing it. You need to block their number. You need to report it to your parents as well so that they can go into your cell phone. Is it through your cell phone that's been happening? They can go in and go to your cell phone carrier and they can block the number so that they cannot contact you. Do you have any classes with these two individuals?
No.
Okay, good. So then you should be able to stay away from them. Do not respond to anything they say to you, and then you need to just make sure that it gets stopped. And then if they do not respond to anything that they send to you, okay?
Okay.
And don't share this with anybody else. You don't, because then if you do share it with somebody else, everybody else gets involved. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Mhm.
Okay, do you have any questions?
Not really.
All right, so we will get this taken care of. And if there's any more problems, make sure you report it to an adult.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, ooh, ooh, yeah.
Which is for Cody. What's up, kiddo?
Maddie keeps sending me messages that I don't like.
Okay. Huh. How long has this been going on? For a while now? Okay. Why don't you have a seat so I can get some more information? Will you close my door, Cody? So, just need to get a little more details. All right. So, you said Maddie. Maddie who?
I'm not sure what her last name is.
Okay, not sure. Do you have any classes with Maddie?
My publications.
Okay, she's in your publications class. Have you told anybody about what's been going on?
No.
No. Okay. So is it happening in your publications class?
Sometimes it just happens in the hall.
Okay, so she's sending you messages?
Yeah.
How's she sending you messages?
Texting.
So texting. So she has your number then?
Yes.
Okay. And have you and Maddie been friends?
Yes.
Yeah, but did something happen that you're not friends anymore?
I'm not sure what happened.
Okay. Have you tried talking to her? Okay. So how long, you said this has been going on for how long?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Maybe a month.
About a month, okay. And you haven't talked to her at all, kiddo? Okay. So, because one of the things, and you haven't reported it to anybody in that time? All right. Have you responded to any of the text messages?
Wait, maybe.
Maybe. Do you think if I had to ask you, was your response, polite, or was it kind of, maybe it's kind of, do you think this is an argument, or do you think this is a disagreement, or do you think it's more than that?
Probably more than that.
Okay. So, how do you want to try and resolve this?
Just to get her to stop.
Get her to stop. You wanted to get her to stop. Okay. One thing that you could do is you can always block her number. Okay. With electronics, you can block somebody's number, and that would be something you would ask your parents to help you do through your service provider on your cell phone. Okay. And that's one way to stop that. But I will look more into this. I will get more details. Are there any other individuals that have been around when this has been taking place? Have you shown the text messages to anybody else? No one else is aware of it? Okay. So it's just mainly between you and Maddie. All right. Okay, well, here's what I will do, Cody. I will check into it more. I will find out some more details, and then I will check back with you and let you know what I've found out, what I'm going to do next. Okay? All right. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
All right, I'll talk to you soon today.
Good, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Do you know why I've asked to see you today?
No, I don't.
Well, it's been reported to me that that you have been texting another individual. Do you have a cell phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And have you been texting other individuals? Do you text quite a few people?
Yes.
Okay. So, have you been texting Cody?
Yes.
Are you and Cody having problems right now? Can you tell me about those problems?
Well,
With Cody?
yes.
How many classes do you have with Cody?
2, 3.
3. Okay. So do you interact with Cody in those classes?
Yes.
You do. Okay. And how has that been?
Not good.
Not good. Tell me about that.
Annoys me, makes me angry.
Okay. So how'd you get her? So you've been texting her, correct? What have you texted her? Wow. Okay. So how did you get her cell phone number?
A girl in my class gave it to me.
Okay. So here's the thing. What you've been doing is not okay. It is very unkind.
Sorry.
And it is right along the lines of what we define as bullying. And the bottom line is, Maddie, there are going to be people in this world that you're not necessarily going to like a whole lot, but you're going to have to learn how to get along. And just like our very first statement on our Firebirds pledge says Firebirds are friendly, that means that you need to be friendly with all individuals. It doesn't mean you have to be best friends, but you need to be able to get along and be friends with them. So we've got a situation here that we need to get addressed and get taken care of. Okay? Are there others involved in this situation?
What do I say? Yes. Yeah.
Okay, tell me about Drea's involvement. How is she mean?
She does the same thing.
So she's texting Cody as well, or she's just part of your texting?
She's just part of my texting, and she also kind of helps.
How does she help?
She basically gives me the ideas for it.
So she's being an instigator. Okay, so she is being an offender. Okay, and you know that from our bullying circle when we have our Olveus lessons, correct? That anybody that's standing are going along with the person who is doing the bullying is also an offender, and then that's not okay. And instead she needs to be a supporter or a defender and stand up and say, this isn't right, we need to stop. Is there anybody else besides Drea that's involved?
No.
Okay. And so I will check into that. I will be talking with Drea too. So here's the thing you need to understand, Maddie. First of all, this behavior needs to stop. Okay, this texting her needs to stop. I will be contacting your parents. I will be letting them know what's been taking place. I do appreciate your honesty, and I do appreciate your responsibility with telling me what has been taking place, but it needs to stop. And you will be receiving a consequence for the bullying behavior, okay, which will be a lunch academy. And you will receive actually 3 days of lunch academy. And do you understand have you been in lunch academy before? Okay, we'll go over the steps for lunch academy and how that works. Anybody else that's involved? Now, Allie's name has come up in this situation. Tell me about that.
Well, I texted her and told her the same things.
That you didn't like Cody and...
Because she tried to help, because she was worried about her friend. And
Allie was worried about Cody?
Mm-hmm.
So she was trying to stand up for her and be a defender?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What are you going to do differently? Behavior are you going to change and stop?
I'll say sorry and stop.
Okay. And you can certainly say sorry, but the bottom line is you need to leave Cody alone and you need to stay away from her. And if you cannot be kind to her, then you stay away from her and you do not text her or have any contact with her. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. All right. I will get your information on the Lunch Academy so you know when to serve those. All right. I will talk to you later then.
Okay.
Good morning, Drea. How are you? Do you know why I've asked to see you this morning?
No, not really.
Not really? Okay. Well, here's the situation. I've had some information reported to me that there's some actions going on in one of your classes, in your publications classes. Does that maybe ring a bell as to why I wanted to talk to you? Okay. It's between you, well, your name was brought into it, and it's actually between, it involves some texting. Can you tell me about that?
Maddie had said she wanted to text Cody because she didn't like her.
Okay.
So
And how are you involved in that?
I told her what to say
Why did you tell her what to say?
because I don't like them either.
Oh, okay. So here's the bottom line, Drea. And the bottom line is you don't have to be friends with everybody at Johnson, but you do have to get along, because up there on our Firebird pledge it says Firebirds are friendly, and that's what it means. That you're going to get along. You don't have to like everybody, you don't have to be friends with everybody, but you do need to get along, especially if you have classes together. And to send text messages that are mean like that, that's not okay. That is bullying, and that's exactly what it is. And when that situation happens, then I have a responsibility to make sure it stops. And so this is what's going to happen. The behavior that you've displayed of you being involved in this situation of getting Maddie to send these mean texts to Cody needs to stop. I will be contacting your parents and letting them know of your involvement in this situation, and you also will be receiving some consequences, which will include 3 days of Lunch Academy. Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
What are you going to do differently in the future?
Not instigate anything, and
Okay.
my mom doesn't.
Mind your own business. And then if you don't like somebody, what are you going to do?
Stay away from them.
Stay away from them, but sometimes that's hard when you have a class together, so what else can you do?
Not acknowledge them. in my presence.
And that's kind of hard too, because sometimes not acknowledge them. Can you be friendly?
Sure.
Can you just be nice? Yeah, you don't have to be their best friends, but you have to learn to get along. And that's something that we all have to work on all the time.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have any questions? Do you have anything else to add? I do want to tell you thank you for being responsible and accepting responsibility for your actions and being honest and forthcoming with me with the information.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, and I don't want to see this happen anymore.
All right.
Okay. Andreas, do you know why I've asked to see you?
No.
Okay, well, I have received a report that you have been sending some text messages to another student that are not very kind text messages. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to tell me about that?
So basically, like, what me and some other people have been doing, we kind of been like sending messages to this one person.
Okay, what were the messages that you were sending?
Like, you're dumb, you're ugly, and all that.
Okay, well, first of all, you know that those are unkind things to say. And those are not okay that is not okay to do whatsoever. And it falls under the definition of bullying behaviors, because you are sending unkind things. You're saying mean, hurtful things to somebody else, and that is not okay. And so therefore that needs to stop. And your parents will be contacted. Do you understand? And also you will be receiving a consequence for this behavior. Okay? So you will have Lunch Academy, and you will need to do some reading about bullying behavior, and you need to know that what you're doing is not okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. All right. So you'll have Lunch Academy tomorrow. The pass will be sent to you, and I will be making sure that your parents and your teachers are aware of the situation. You need to stay away from those other individuals. Do you understand? Okay. You can go back to class.
Count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'cause that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah.